Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Uchi. Okay, so this is an emergency video, okay? Because you know I like to set up everything in a chair, okay? I like to do it with the microphone over here, you know? But I just had to get out my reaction. Well, not my reaction, because obviously they're not reacting, but I did react to it live on my Instagram. So if you guys want to watch that, then I don't know, or you could probably just go to my Instagram and then watch it. Because I know it's going to be up there for like at least 24 hours, but you can get to see my live reaction to the episode exact. I was so impressed, so happy with how they did it. It felt like it was a legitimate comic book issue in an episode of Power Rangers. And yes, I didn't even say what I'm talking about, what I'm reviewing today, because I'm so excited and I'm standing, okay? I'm standing because there's no time, there's no time to sit, okay? I need to explain how happy I was with the 25th anniversary special of Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, okay? And let me just tell you this. I am a Power Ranger fan till death, okay? But in recent years, I've had a lot of hard time trying to stay true to the fandom as far as Power Rangers, okay? Now, I've gone off into the distance, and I have gone into the tokusatsu. I've gone into the Japanese version, Kamen Rider Super Sentai. I've probably seen a lot of the seasons before they even aired on Nickelodeon now, okay? So my point that I'm trying to make is that I have not been a fan of what they have been producing on television nowadays, okay? And I feel upset because I feel like growing up, I'm not trying to sound like an old head here, but I feel like growing up, a lot of the stories and the characters and just how things turned out and the crossovers that they did in the older seasons were so much well done. They were so much well treated. I felt like they cared. It was actually a good show. Like, all of them. And not all of them were perfect. I'm not saying that, but let me tell you something. It has definitely changed, and kids nowadays, I feel like they're not going to really experience what a really good season is, okay? And obviously, it's more than just that. But before I go off into a tangent, the point that why we're here, to review this episode, I thought that this episode was amazing. And that's coming... That's a lot coming out of me, because if you know me, you know that I do not mess with the new Power Rangers, okay? Super Ninja Steel, the fact that they got Super this, Super that, they don't need Super this, Super that. They're already Power Rangers. What they need all that stuff for? Why are they taking all these hiatuses? Why are they taking breaks? Why are they elongating the season for 2 freaking years? That is not a thing. What I remember back in the day, it was what? 50 episodes, 40-some episodes, and all year long, and it was straight. You could look forward to it every single week, and they had crossover there. All right, you know what? No tangent. But anyway, this episode was so good. Like I said, it felt like a damn comic book issue, okay? It felt like I was reading the MMPR comic book, and that was like a side story, okay? It was legit, and it felt like it was legit because I was like, yo, did this happen in the comics by some chance? Because this actually felt like it was very similar to the comics, because I was like, all this stuff going on with dimension this, dimension that, and it's almost like through this episode, they confirmed a lot of things for us, okay? They confirmed that Power Rangers is multi-dimensional, okay? If you didn't know that already, now it's definite, okay? They had my man Wes coming back from freaking Time Force, Power Rangers. Okay, they had Time Force, my man Red Ranger West, okay? He came out from Time Force and he said, yo, my people over here, we made, wait, it doesn't, never mind. They made a device that they could travel between dimension. So that means that all these other Power Rangers, that could honestly be a reason for them to explain why there have not been no crossovers, because this season is in one dimension, that season is in another dimension. So if they wanted to go that route, they totally could if they wanted to, okay? But that's besides the point. They have a device now because the monster, I forget, I think it was Draven, okay? And that was a very close play on words off Draken. I don't know if they did that on purpose. I'm pretty sure that that's a dude that's already been established as a monster in the previous season, but like I said, I haven't watched it, so I wouldn't know, okay? So, moving right along, this man Draven, okay, his whole thing was he was trying to destroy all the interdimensional, like, whatever, with these 3 red arrows, okay? And the 3 red arrows, when he shot them in the sky, it made a huge crack, and you can see, like, another, like, the other side of another dimension. So he was trying to destroy all that junk, okay? And they built, like, a robot that could take the form of a human or a ranger, right? So So right off the bat, first of all, shout out how low key they made this. They gave Tommy all of the freaking praise. They gave him all the line. He got all the coolest action shots. Okay, and I'll get into Tommy. Okay, but going along with the story. So basically, the whole point is they had abducted like 7 other Rangers or something from all these other seasons. And they were trying to clone them and clone their abilities so that way they can make a super evil Ranger army and, you know, obviously do a bunch of bad stuff and destroy everyone, blah, 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 this and that. All the things you can expect out of a Power Ranger season, okay? And, oh my God, like, it was so freaking cool how they did. Because they had, the set was sick. Like, they had, you see, like, TJ and Catherine, and, oh my God, and you see the White Ranger from Dino Thunder, I forget his name. You see the Gold Ranger from Samurai. And you saw like all these people, and so Tommy was like secret ops. Okay, he was trying to save his old comrades, all right? And oh my God, like it was so good. Like it was so good. Like I was like, okay, this is actually really good. And like even though it was a Super Ninja Steel, right? It didn't necessarily feel like it was an episode like catered or like targeted towards them, and I was very happy with that. I was very happy that they basically made up for that sorry excuse of a 20th anniversary special with Super Mega Force that not a lot of people was excited for or were happy about, because it was the most uneventful and most lackluster, and like just like they dropped the ball completely with that one. Okay, and I'm sorry if there's anyone out there that enjoyed it, because let me tell you something. I actually woke up early to watch that episode, and it was trash. I'm not even gonna lie. It was complete trash. It was just straight garbage, because I was like, watching Gokaiger and then watching that, I'm like, are you serious? Like, Gokaiger was God. Like, they could have had so many better opportunities to do, like, really, really, really cool stuff here, and they didn't. And they just missed out on an opportunity. But that's fine. They made up with it. They made up with it completely in this special, in this one episode, and it was so good. So, moving right along, then, like, Tommy meets up with them. Oh, no, Wes meets up with them. He tells them about the gadget. They go on. I might be getting this out of order, because I'm literally just talking off of freaking hype right now, because I just finished watching the episode, right? Live on TV. Like, I'm actually hoping that they put it on Netflix, like ASAP Rocky. Like, my man Rocky, yo, he came back too. My man dined in the Red Ranger, second Red Ranger, Mighty Morphin. Okay, but first of all, like, I will take a tangent for Rocky, okay? Mr. freaking Rocky, okay? Steven Cardenas, all right? My man, I think he might follow me on Instagram, but let me tell you something. If you're watching this, let me tell you, I was so happy to see you on my screen. You don't want to know why? Because they have not given you enough love. Because, first of all, where was you in Forever Red? I was a little kid, and I was like, hold up, they're missing a Red Ranger, and I knew it was you. And I was like, yo, okay, sure. He was the second Red Ranger, but that's okay. He was red nonetheless, okay? It don't matter. So the fact that my man Rocky was back again once again, I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, Rocky, you're here. You're here. You are actually here. You're in a special. You're important. You're always important. But the fact is, 25 years later, and they still finally freaking remember to bring your ass on the screen. So shout outs to you, freaking Rocky. Yo. Oh my God, you guys don't understand. Like, I'm a huge Power Rangers fan. And I know I don't do a lot of content on the channel for Power Rangers, but let me tell you guys something. Power Rangers I've probably been a longer fan of Power Rangers than I have been anything else. Like, Pokemon, before Dragon Ball Z, Power Rangers, son, okay? I was in there. It was morphin' time all the time. You understand? Like, oh my God, like, I can't. I could go on and on and on. But anyway, so back to the review. They finally infiltrated the dude's Draven's hideout. They found where the arrows were, all that good stuff. And then they found where all the Rangers were held, and then they broke the Rangers free. And then this is the cool part. So right when they were on a bridge, and they were like, Wes had like Coda. He was the Dino Charge Blue, okay? Which, fun fact, he's actually the real-life brother of Ninja Steel Blue, which I thought was really cool because as a brother, I have a brother. That would be so dope to just work with. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff is awesome. Like I appreciate that. I'm sure the Sudarsos are like super happy. They made a whole post about it on Twitter. I saw it. I thought it was beautiful. I liked, retweeted, all that good stuff. And I sent a DM. I was like, yo, you guys are awesome, man. You guys are great. I'm so happy for you guys. But anyway. Man, I'm running out of breath right now. This is off the cut. This is one cut. I'm not editing none of this, okay? This is going straight to YouTube right here. But anyway, so they're on the bridge, and then the bridge happens, and, like, they're like, oh, like, what are we gonna do? Like, they're cornered. All of a sudden, and I don't know, like, if he explained it, but my man Tommy comes out of nowhere in Dino Thunder Black, okay? But he was invisible. And I was like, did he ever do invisible ability in Dino Thunder? Because I don't remember him having that power. But he said something about having the invisibility, so that's why he used Dino Thunder Black. And I was like, okay. I was like, whatever, fine. Hey, man, it's Tommy, right? It's Tommy on the TV screen, okay? What am I gonna complain for? My man, and like just how they were doing it, like they were morphing in and out, like it was like, okay, like, this is a special. This is a special episode, okay? But back to the thing. So he saves their ass. He's like, okay. Then they infiltrate the John, and then they go in, and then they manage to rescue, right? And once they woke up all the Rangers that were abducted, and because they were getting their power stolen, like I said before, and so then they all left. With all the other Rangers that were there to rescue them. And Tommy was the one that was like the last one. Because you know, my man Tommy, the old jizzle, okay? He's out here making sure everyone's good. Because he is the legend of legends in Power Rangers, okay? Who you know was 5 other Rangers? Nobody in the history. The closest are the ones that was from Mighty Morphin to Zeo to Turbo, okay? That's the only one. And you want to be technical? 6. Because, look, you can count Ninjetti? What's up with Ninjetti? The Ninja Ranger power, huh? You know, Ninjetti, they got Tommy 6, okay? But whatever, you know, counting Ninjetti, that's fine. 5, okay? The only other Rangers that come close to that number is 3. Like I said, Mighty Morphin, Zeo, Turbo. Like guys like Johnny Umbash, Adam, Black, Green. Where you at? Then they had like other people that I'm not even going into it. I'm not because like Tommy's a legend. I shouldn't have to explain it to y'all to understand. Like he made sure everyone was good, then taken care of, okay? And then the most amazing thing happened. We see the evil Tommy come out because like, oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it was a throw off, okay? Because we thought that they had Tommy was evil, which is another nod at the comics. I was like, wow, they are really, like, I've never felt like they actually have cared, like, in such a long time. Like, they're making all these slight little references. I was like, holy crap, like, because I'm following the comics. Like, let me tell you something. If you're not following the comics, please follow the comics. The comics are legitimately, like, if they had that story, when we was kids, growing up, they would not have to do nothing else. Nothing else. Like, the story was so good. Like, the Lord Draken, evil Tommy from another dimension, all that crap. Oh, my God. It's OD. But, yeah, so they had evil Tommy, which was the robot Tommy. Not really evil robot, because it was just a robot, right? Versus Tommy. And he gets his own exclusive scene. This completely rectifies that garbage 20th anniversary excuse of a special in Super Mega Force, okay? And this man, he whips out, he's like, you're nothing but a fake. You want to know why? Because you don't got a master morpher. What's a master? Yo, they introduce new things. Yo, I can't. Like I'm over 10 minutes already. And oh my God, like they were like this. I'm like, this is a special. I was yelling. I was freaking out. I was like, yo, this is OD. What's a master morpher? Oh, what's a master morpher, you might ask? Let me tell you something. I was like, I hope they have a good excuse of why he can morph into green, white, whatever he's going to do in this episode. First thing he does, Tiger Sword, White Ranger power. Yo, and he turned into the White Ranger. I was like, and then, yo, it was, oh my God, it was insane. And then, no, I'm sorry. Rewind. He goes, Zeo Ranger 5, red. I was like, whoa! Yo, I was like, yo, we haven't seen Zeo Red since the 10th anniversary. Forever Red, my dudes. since the 10th anniversary. Yo, oh my God, it was OD. I was insane. And then that's when he went into the White Tiger. He goes, White Tiger. And it was mid flip. He went. And yo, oh my God, it was crazy. And yo, okay, I gotta go. And then, this man, he whips out dragons. He goes, first of all, he said, and I gotta watch that back just to make sure I'm right, but he said Dragon Ranger. Dragon Ranger. When do they call him Dragon Ranger? They've never said, he always said Dragon Zord. He always said Dragon Zord. But he said Dragon Ranger. That's a nod at Zoo Ranger right there, because that's Dragon Ranger in Japanese version. Hell yeah. And you want to start saying that in the American version? Fine with me. Fine with me. Freaking my master Jason David Frank right there, ladies and gentlemen. He runs Power Rangers. It don't matter if Hasbro owns it or what? Hasbro, my man JDF has the Power Rangers on lock, son. Who you know making conventions out here? He making freaking PMC Express for y'all in Texas next year. Because PMC, Power Morphicon, that John don't, that is literally every 2 years. But just for y'all, for the people, because Tommy has that, he's a legend, bro. Like, I don't care what no one says. It's not nostalgia. It's plain fact. He's a legend for a reason. I could go off into another tangent another day. Why he is the best, okay? But that's beside the point, out of respect. But whatever. Back to the scene. Oh my God. He goes Green Ranger. I'm like, ah! Okay? I'm freaking out. Green Ranger destroys this guy. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. But yeah, washed up, clean. My man had the L'Oreal shampoo. Washed him. For free, okay? It was, oh my God. It was the freest fight. And then he quickly goes and joins the rest of them. Fast forward, and Super Ninja Steel gets washed up a little bit. Expected. Leave it to the legends. Thank you. Leave it to the legends. The legends come in, save the freaking day. And okay, you know what? They didn't let Tommy or any of the other ones take all of the shine, which I was hoping they did. But that's just me. Okay? That's just me, because I honestly thought, I was like, yo, I hope they just totally make this episode all about them and not about Super Ninja Steel at all. Right? That's just me being biased. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Hate on me if you want. I don't know. Whatever. I know what's good Power Rangers, all right? I know. I grew up with it. Okay? I'm not trying to sound like an old head like that. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is they let Super Ninja Steel Red out here, okay? He comes out, he goes, guys, you know what time it is? And then they say, it's Morphin time. And they go, they rip it, whatever they do for the freaking thing, and then they pan they had sectioned in 5. So it was the 6, 5, and 5, I think it was. And or whatever, I don't know what my numbers were. But they had they all had their poses, and Tommy was like, Dragon Ranger, ah! Yo, like it was so good. It was so good. Like, oh my God, it was so good. Like I couldn't and then they destroyed this evil Ranger army. And okay, one last thing that really just it was like, okay, are they gonna have a Megazord moment? Okay, are they gonna have a Megazord moment? Or are they gonna hand it off to Super Ninja Steel to do some whatever the average episode crap, right? No, they exceeded the expectation yet again, and they say the Tommy goes in, he goes, I got an idea. He goes Master oh my God. Master Morpher. Yeah, there it is. He goes, Master Morpher changes back into White Tiger. I was like, no. And and then he calls the White Falcon. He called the White Falcon. And I was like, ah! Yo, White Falcon came out of nowhere. And he freaking went in that John. Bam. Caught the red arrow, the last red arrow, because if the third one happened, they all would have been dead. And he caught it, and all the rest of the freaking Rangers on the ground, they had Rocky come in. He goes, hey, guys, lock on your weapons. Pew, 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 pew. There was all pew, pew, pew. Okay, there was all of them. Pew, pew, pew. They was all shooting. The lasers was holding them in place, I guess. I don't know. And then Tommy comes in with the arrow. Boom! And to the remix of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, go Power Ranger. Wee, 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 wee. And it was sick. And then, bam. End of the episode. Roll credits. And they all had like that like cliche moment at the end. They're all standing up like in a V line, so that way all of them are seen in the shot. Cause that's a lot of people, right? And they're all like trying to pass the torch and all that crap. And they're saying like, oh, like, you know, oh, we all got to go back to our dimensions and stuff. And then Tommy and them are saying how like, oh, like the future and the legacy of the Power Rangers are in good hands. And I was like, big ass eye roll there, right? I was like, okay, whatever. He's just being nice. He's doing his job. But look, as soon as he said that, I was like, no, it's not, because that's why they keep calling your ass back. But I don't know. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. But to be honest, though, on some real stuff, man, I really do wish that they took better care of the quality of the Power Rangers season nowadays, okay? Like, I really do, because I remember what it was like. I mean, I'm not even saying all the older shows were like that. Like, RPM had a really good storyline. SPD had a really good storyline. Like, as long as the storyline was good, it don't matter. Overdrive was a chore to watch. Literally, Once a Ranger was like the best part of that whole season until the plot twist. If you didn't see Operation Overdrive, watch it. It doesn't get good until the end, which kind of sucks. But you know, I'm just saying, like there's so many good seasons out there, and just how they've been treating with the Nickelodeon seasons, man. It's a shame. It's a shame, and like as a fan, it breaks my heart. But you know what? I keep my eye on it. I keep my eye on what's going on, you know. And I'm still watching the Super Sentai. Like, I'm watching Lupin Ranger vs. Pato Ranger. That show, that's a show, okay? I just finished watching Kamen Rider Build. That show is a show. It's great entertainment. It's good quality, okay? So, with that being said, guys, I hope I got all my excitement out there. I hope through my off the cut review, no editing whatsoever was done here. Obviously putting the two pieces together because my dad called me, so I got to call him back. And normally, you guys know how I do my videos. I normally don't ever do my videos like this, but I felt like this was important. I know I needed to get this out there as soon as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed my crazy reaction review, whatever the hell this was. I approve of the 25th anniversary special of Power Rangers. I thought they really rectified what they did back in the day. Well, not even back in the day, but like for the 20th anniversary, they totally made me forget all about it. And it makes me feel like from now moving on, I think that hopefully with Beast Morphers, like Hasbro, it's your turn now. You guys got to give it to us good. Whoa, pause. But anyway, like, yeah, you guys get what I'm trying to say here, man. Power Rangers, you guys remember, it's always time. We always getting it. It's always time. It's always morphin' time, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get your Dragon Zord. It's time. Let me know what you guys thought about in the comments. All that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter. And I'll see you guys in the next one.